Hi, this is Greg with California GSP Rescue, and I'm on my way to a shelter to pick up a dog. Today is July 5th. This is the busiest day for animal shelters in the United States. They'll get more dogs in today and the next couple days than they will the rest of the year. We've been tracking a couple dogs. One of them we were asked to get, and I'm on my way to take a look at her. We'll take a look at her together. And this is not the only dog. This is the first stop.
It's a little too hot for you to be walking on, baby.
All right. Just left the shelter. I got Annie in the back. We are on our way. I'm gonna have to do a little juggling here. Not sure how we're gonna manage this, but I got one more shelter to go to today, and I gotta drop her off because there's not gonna be any room. So we're gonna spend a little bit of time with her later on after we get the other dogs and over the next couple days. So far, she's easy, but I'm already happy to report we did a little meet and greet, impromptu meet and greet with the German Shepherd, and she didn't seem to mind. She was very excited about getting out and looking forward to getting her freedom walk, and we got that on film, which it's great to see her just be outside the shelter. Stick around, we're gonna have more about Annie, and hit that subscribe button because this next shelter, we're gonna make another video because I have an idea there's gonna be too much for this video. Based on what I was told by an English pointer expert looking at the photo and what I see right now, she looks more GSP. She's the white with the liver spots, beautiful, but she's got a tail, which there's a lot of GSPs with tails now. As we mentioned before, when you got other dogs, when you have children, if you got cats, those are all factors to consider when you're looking at adopting from the shelter. You're much better off going through a rescue and getting a dog if you have a lot of different things to consider. You have elements in your home that might be challenging. A huge thanks to everyone at the Hesperia shelter. They made it so easy. They were busy today. Great to see so many people in there, and it looks like most of them were looking to adopt or claim their dog. There were a couple dogs. I wasn't sure what was going on. There was a beautiful German Shepherd, beautiful. I think he was being returned. It just breaks my heart to see dogs like that. We just got to the park, and we have the park all to ourselves. They put up a fence around it, and I just snuck in an open gate with Annie. And here's what's crazy. Annie, she's essentially off leash. I got her on a long line, the long line's right there, but watch this. Come here, sweetheart. Look at you. That's a win. That's definitely a win. Uh-oh, that's the only thing. Come here. So her name was given to Annie at the shelter. We kept it. It probably wasn't Annie in all likelihood. Come here. Good come. We're just so grateful to Angelica at the shelter for letting us know about Annie so we could get her out. There's so many dogs at the shelter. We got her out the day after 4th of July, and the shelter was impacted. Annie, we found, whoop, she sees a bird. Annie, we found, is possibly best as an only dog. While she socializes well with some of the dogs, she seems to do better when they're not in close proximity, for instance, in a living room. When we had her socializing in the den, she seemed to be a little sensitive to the proximity of the other dogs around her. She just caught eye on the squirrels. I'm gonna have to keep my foot on this. They're 40 yards from us, and there's a couple of them. You can visibly see them. I don't think I can get a shot of them. But anyway, the shelter had her down as about 5. She wasn't sharing her kennel. She didn't get along well with the other dogs, so that created some issues for them. So that made it more important for us to get her out. The day we got Annie in, we got 2 other dogs in. Subscribe to see that video, but we've also gotten 3 dogs since we've got them in. So there's a lot of dogs available for adoption, a lot of German Shorthaired Pointers needing homes. In addition to some young ones and older ones, 5, 6 years old, if you're interested in adopting an easy German Shorthaired Pointer, take a look at Annie and some of the other 4, 5, 6-year-old dogs that we have available. If you can manage a puppy or a 1-year-old like Drizzle, submit that application. We're gonna find you a dog. Right now is a great time to adopt. There are GSPs turning up everywhere. The shelter I had her down is about 5, and that looks to be about right. She's not being too crazy out here. A younger GSP, they'd still be pulling on the leash in all likelihood, trying to get to the squirrels, the birds, and the lizards. She's not, which makes it wonderful. Also, too, I wouldn't necessarily attempt this with some of the younger GSPs we've gotten in recently, but I'm gonna drop that, and I'm gonna do the rest of the video with that right there, because I trust her, she's not going anywhere. She's staying right by me. If you're interested in adopting Annie, please submit that application right there. That'll get you to the website, you can complete that application, we'll get your information, and somebody will be in contact with you in a couple of days. If you're interested in doing more, while on the website, check out the Rescue Heroes. The Rescue Heroes are a great group of individuals that help support our efforts and allow us to buy food for Annie and get them some medical attention they need.